All right, we are back. Whew, I can't remember the last time we were in this type of oh, I just remembered something. I did not bring up my sources. So I actually want to see what I'm doing. So let me just pop all these up on my big screen here so I can actually see. I think I accidentally took a screenshot. Oops. That is big oops, but Silly Billy, welcome on in.
Hello there.
Yeah, no, we decided to go this route. Emily did say that it was very awkward watching the last stream, so we're gonna try this, and hopefully people like this more than the standard, perfect. Hopefully people like this more than just the standard shorts layout. And I am going to bring up my... I want to bring up my chat, please. There we go. Love the new layout. Hey, thank you. I was driving myself crazy last night. Because I was trying... Like, I love making my own layouts, but at the same time, it was such just a writer's block. Like... I don't know. It was just such a creative block. Who is your favorite Pokemon and why? No legendaries or mythicals? Perhaps you have a... My favorite is, and will always be Pidgeot, because of my personal past story. If we're allowing mythicals, I would say Jirachi. If we're not saying mythicals, it would definitely be Alolan Vulpix. It reminded me of my Pomeranian growing up. We had this toy Pomeranian named Zeus, and... when he was first born, like when I first met him, he was just pure white. And it was like the most adorable thing ever. So, Alolan Vulpix, pretty much as soon as they revealed him, literally just became my favorite Pokemon. My first shiny hunted Fire Red. Ooh, Silly, what are you going for? Also, chat, we did come up with a decision, by the way. So, yesterday we were talking about going through and, if we were going to be doing more Fire Red hunts, if we were going to continue our shiny only Nuzlocke, or if we were going to be doing Pokopia. So, all next week, we'll be doing Fire Red. We're going to try pretty much get this shiny Bulbasaur, get the shiny Charmander, and then from there, what we're going to do is we'll mix Pokopia in with the shiny only Nuzlocke, and once the shiny only Nuzlocke is done, we're going to go back to shiny hunting on Fire Red. That will give me enough time to set up stuff for future hunts, like money grinding and everything. So that is going to be our plan. That is going to be the plan. So, and I figured this could also give me time too to get some stuff for thumbnails and stuff ready. And it would be nice to play another game that isn't just shiny hunting for a little bit. At least that was my thoughts on the whole thing. Also, I should probably... There we go, just so people see we got the Charmander. I might fiddle around with the layout a little bit too. Like, I would maybe make the webcam just a little bit smaller. We could have Reese shiny on the other side. I don't know, I figured just something like that would be kind of cool. Also, shiny Jigglypuff on Route 3A. Are you keeping tabs on your encounters? You're hunting my fiance's favorite Pokemon, by the way. Favorite Pokemon is Jigglypuff. I'm wondering if he didn't sleep very well last night either. No? Ah. Yeah, I was gonna say, if you're not keeping tabs on your encounters, you should, something that's also kind of cool, you could do like a time tracker. But I've been encountering all yesterday. Dude, the amount of people that I've been seeing online, like, getting shinies is insane. Literally insane. Like, one person got it was a starter Charmander in literally 3 encounters on stream. And I don't think they did anything with the shiny rates. Like, they, a lot of stuff in this code was, ooh, you know what? I forgot to check. There is an area in Fire Red and Leaf Green called the Altering Cave. I want to see if anything was found out about that yet. Let's see. Oh, also, for people that didn't notice, the Pokemon XD trailer confirmed that Pokemon cannot be transferred in or out of the those titles. So just a heads up. I'll take a look at it later. I was gonna say, Alright, we're doing pretty good. No drop frames or anything either. I was kind of concerned with going with a bigger stream that I might run into this issue, but I guess not. That I can't complain with. Whew. Let's see. Dude, I really hope we get a shiny starter today is what I'm hoping. And we started on 400. We'll get to the 2-hour mark and we'll see where or how many encounters we end up getting in that amount of time. We can get a ballpark guesstimate. No, because if we manage to get all the shiny starters, it'll make things so much easier when it comes for me doing money and stuff later. If it's another... Dude, if we get another shiny female starter, that would legitimately be insane. Just for the fact of... Think about it. A female Squirtle is a 12.5% chance of happening. And then you add the shiny chance on top of that. It's a 1 in 65,532, I believe. Which that is just insane. That is complete and utterly insane. Also, I need to take a look at, So earlier on in the last stream, I thought we might have gotten a shiny and we skipped over it. In the last stream. So, I thought I saw something in the corner of my eye that looked like that yellow star. I need to double check. But I think we might have gotten a shiny and I might have skipped over it. It was bugging me all day yesterday. But now that I'm kind of looking at this at like the corner, it was like... It was the middle screen? For me, I believe that would be the... Yeah, that should be the middle one for you guys too. I might have already failed to shiny. I need to double check though, because to be fair, like it was just like the corner of my eye, so it could be wrong. I could be wrong with that. Oh, buddy. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm hoping that's not the case, because that would have sucked. Let's see, we'll do another boop. Yeah, especially since, like, the border, you could just look at the border and it's gonna be blue. That's something, too, to also look out for. That'll make it a lot easier, like, if you're trying to see, like, if you're doing, like, egg hatching. Which, mind you, I would not recommend hatching eggs in this game. It's very tedious, and I believe, Magma Armor and Flame Body do not work in this game either. So... Yeah, like if for some reason you're doing egg hunts, that would be a good way to determine, but with those abilities not working. Yeah, look at that. We've been live for, what, hunting for maybe 5 minutes and we already got like 50 encounters in? I didn't know you could breed. It's in post-game. You go to the Sevi Islands. I think it's Island 2, I believe. You could breed. So, ooh, we got desynced a little bit. So, it's possible, except it's a really big pain in the butt to actually do it. Let's see, double check. What are we looking at? We're looking at nothing, that's what we're looking at. Yeah, I was gonna say, that would be, like, the best way to get, like, Hitmontop, because you're gonna have to breed... all the baby Pokemon, Igglybuff, Cleffa. Which, to be fair, if we're doing the shiny living dex, we will probably be doing that ourselves. I'm so hungry. Perp, make some bagel bites. You made them for that girl that one time. Sorry, Emily was just giving me a weird look, so I had to look back and laugh. Yeah, Emily gave me part of her salad today, and oh my god, it tastes like garbage. Yeah, she got it at the store the other day, and it was a disappointing salad. No, I know. It was disappointing. What are bagel bites? Think of them like Totino's pizza rolls. Think of them like that, but they're more in a bagel shape. They're more in a bagel shape, Curb. See, nothing there. Alright, so we're gonna keep tabs from the beginning of the stream to the end of the stream and how many encounters we got. So we're probably gonna go for about we're gonna go stream for 2 hours. Just for the fact we have a dinner date later tonight with one of Emily's friends. And I still need to get ready for it. And this will also give us a good time frame of how many encounters we can get per stream, roughly. So, let's see, what are we looking at? Nothing. Yeah, our statistics with 6 screens is a 1 in 1,365, I believe. So with 5 screens, I would say it's pretty darn close. It's pretty darn close. Bite my bagel. No. No, I don't take food from strangers, Kerb. And you definitely are a stranger. I don't know you. Last I heard from you, you were a 15-year-old kid that was struggling to just make bagel bites for your lady friend. That's the Kerb I remember. Right, Em? That's the Kerb we both remember. I mean, he wasn't that annoying. I don't know, I like her. This propaganda gotta end, does it? I think the propaganda needs to continue. Also, whoa. I'm checking Pokemon Go 2, by the way, chat. They have an event going on right now. Here we go. So I want to see what's spawned in my area in case we find a shiny. Cornballs. Did you just call me a cornball? I was gonna say, I am no cornball. Oh, you're the corny one. I am not corny. Not at all. That's more you. And we both know it. Alright, we gotta click on everything. Make sure nothing's shiny. We're not gonna give a nickname to the Charmander. Alright, we're good. I just wanted to double check Pokemon Go there. Nothing in my area is shiny. Yeah, they got those events going on. You can get like a shiny Diancie as well too, so part of the reason why I'm checking, I don't care about the shinies I can get at these events. They feel pretty cheap to me, but I do care about getting that shiny Diancie. Okay, I want to check the audio levels too. Audio levels look fine. Alright, we're good. You're the cornball. Can't believe he's trying to call me freaking crazy. See nothing there. Now we're making some good progress though. We're like almost 100 encounters in already. Dude, and the fact, like, it feels so good having, like, a part of my setup back again. Feels so good having the part of my setup back again. Also, darn it, I didn't mean to push A. Oh, my goodness. Hey, Kerb, did you get Leaf Green yet? I know you were talking about getting it. Double check. Nothing. Well, he definitely looks a lot more tired than normal. Should probably, there we go. The fact that we already got a shiny starter on top of that, though. Female and animate. That's like the one nature I don't think we wanted Squirtle to have. Nothing? Oh my goodness. Oh, I gotta remember to push B at the beginning of these things. This is what you did last time. Like, it was a good idea, but it's so annoying. It is so annoying, chat. I don't know if anyone's ran into issues with that yet, but... Alright. Just don't rip off her shell. I don't know. From what I was told, turtle shells are like Legos. You could just take them right off. Right, Em? I was told if you take off a turtle shell, they die. I don't know if that's true. I'm joking. They do. Some of their organs and bones are actually inside their shell. The more you know. Uh-oh. I don't think he likes my car being out there. Yeah. Gosh darn it, Charlie. Yo, Blue. Yo, Michaela, how's it going?
Hello there.
It feels weird, shiny hunting again in not a shorts form. It feels weird. I don't know. I kind of like this better, though. No, not giving Charmander a nickname. Oh my goodness. Alright. Time for us to double check. There's nothing there. Yeah, we are keeping tabs on how many encounters we are doing in the span of 2 hours. Gonna say we're gonna try to figure out roughly how many encounters we can get in a normal sized stream. So we started today at 400. Oh, I guess that one's Charmander is just gonna be sorry, Charmander. Alright. Bag. Nothing. I'm resetting for shiny Bulbasaur Leaf Green. I still haven't shined, sadly. Have you been keeping tabs on your encounters by any chance? Nice shiny Squirtle, congratulations. How long did it take? It was about 1,260 something. I would have to take a look back at stream. We ended up resetting the counter pretty quick. So I would need to go back into stream and take a look. I was recording all this, but for some reason it did not want to do the whole record my whole stream thing. So that sucks. So I literally lost the video footage of my reaction to Squirtle. That sucked. It really, really sucked. I'm at 800 for my Charmander right now. Yeah, we're going for the Charmander right now ourselves, and then we gotta go for Squirtle right after. And to be fair, I'm kind of hoping we can get this Charmander under odds. Nah, I was gonna say it's fine. As much as it does stink, that's honestly a good learning experience. Like, anything more than 2 hours, I probably should stop my footage and restart it again. So that was kind of a on-me thing. I know for next time, though, whenever we do a longer stream again, I really should be, stopping and starting our recordings every now and then. No, but, like, people have been getting, like, someone got a shiny Charmander in 3 encounters. A bunch of people have been finding random shinies all over the place, too, that I've been seeing, and it's crazy. Like, the fact that people are finding shinies, like, so quickly. Like, I understand with us, because we are doing multiple systems, But like people that are doing one system or two systems, it's crazy how fast people are finding these. This is like a 1 in 3 or 1 in 8,192 for pretty much just trying to find your shiny, right? So people are finding them pretty quick, and that's a good thing. And we know they didn't do anything with the shiny chance. They didn't do anything with shiny odds. All right. I want to sit up a little bit here. Get into a more comfortable sitting position. Can I, like, scooch a little bit? There we go. Scooch a little bit over this way. Get a little more comfy. I don't have energy enough to keep count. No, that's like me, like, I don't know what it was. Like, I didn't sleep very good last night. Like, last time I looked at the clock, it was like 1 in the morning. And I was trying to come up with, like, how I wanted to make a layout for stream. And it was bugging me, like, ever since we got off stream. Like, it was bugging me, like, so much. So, I came up with this for the time being. I personally actually really like it. But at the same time, I would like to do something a smidge different. I just don't know what to do. I just take a rough count by hour, 80 to 100 hours. Yeah, I was going to say, I know a lot of people will do count. And I don't blame people for doing that. I just like to count by number just because I know a lot of people ask, like, hey, you know, how many encounters was it? So I like to just have it up on screen. There we go. That makes it even because we missed one. Yeah, definitely by hour, I feel like it's a lot easier, too. You don't have to keep going down and being like, oh, I did this. And you could also, too, like, oh, well, I did it for 2 hours. What is the ballpark guesstimate of how many encounters per hour I could get? You could have other people just do that for you. This is a pretty nice looking layout. I might make the webcam a little bit smaller and have like, oh, this is the last shiny we got, and have it with the encounters over on the other side of my face. I think we'll end up doing something like that. Also, I think the Pokemon need like some sort of border or glow around them. They really just sink into the background like really bad. That's kind of bothering me. Either way, though, I still like the way this layout looks. It's not too much going on. I feel like it's a little bit more simple, and it also, because it's just a layout of Professor Oak's lab. So it's pretty fitting too. We might just keep doing stuff like this, like keep the borders of the screens, and just go from there. I think it's pretty solid. Also, I never thought I would really want to go for like a black and white like border layout, but I kind of like them. Besides for the circle one, the bevel and emboss don't look so good, or don't look as good on the circle around my face. Let's see, what are we looking at? Anything? Negatory. No, I'm hoping we could at least get Charmander tonight, or today. That is going to be like my big thing. I at least want to get one of these starters tonight. That way, when we go back to Charmander later, or Bulbasaur later, we have a chance of at least getting them next week. Hopefully before Pokopia. Yo, Max Guy, how's it going?
Hello there.
And we still got, like, Pokopia thumbnails to make yet, too. Which, that'll be interesting. I'll probably start getting, like, all my assets and stuff ready for that, and then make them while I'm on, like, breaks and stuff at work. I'm trying to figure out... I've been pretty good lately. Thank you for asking. Hey? I was gonna say, that makes, honestly, 2 of us. It was a pretty hectic week. But besides for all that, I don't know. Yesterday kind of just made up for all the weird stuff that I had to deal with all last week. All that furnace stuff. And the stuff that one guy at work was doing. So, and then the guy on the drill being gone and chaos happening. Yeah. I don't know. The fact that we actually got fire red leaf green does make me happy with the events on top of that. Have you seen the photo I've sent you? I would need... I'm pretty sure I have. And I don't exactly see it. Well, especially not anymore. I don't have that super curly hair anymore. No, but I really don't see it. I showed it to Emily too, and she was like, not really, no. I have heard people say that I sound like Failboat. I've heard that, but I can't really think of, like, someone that I actually look like. Can you think of anyone that I look like? Am I just not that good looking anymore? You're right. I don't look like someone. I look better than them. What? Nope. Oh, that just makes you prettier than the rest. Send help. I'm blinking once for help. Maybe I'm thinking about... Yeah, if you're talking about, like, 2019 or, like... Yeah, that was before the move. Yeah, definitely. I could see that. I look very different compared to now. Yeah, it doesn't help that my hair pretty much got butchered. My hair just got lopped off. I missed my curls. I knew I should have had them just get rid of the sides, get rid of the back, and just leave the top. Oh, was it? It was beautiful. I like the poof. She's saying my poof was too much, chat. She just can't handle the poof. Just saying. Alright. We're about to hit... I'm just gonna do it now. 600 encounters. You used to have long hair. I mean, my hair was a decent length until Thursday, when I got a cut, actually. I think I had them cut too much, though. There we go. Yeah, I need to go through, we got the Diancie event happening in Pokemon Go at the moment. And I want that shiny Diancie. I'm slowly going bald due to my genetics at a young age. I'm kind of lucky. I'm actually not balding. But with my family, we get gray hair pretty early. I don't know if I escaped that or not, but, like, my dad had a full head of gray hair by the time he was 18. So I think I escaped that, but I'm slowly finding, like, gray hairs all over the place. Like, on my face and stuff. Like, I'm having to pluck those out, but still. No, but I will say this, Max Guy. Who were we watching the other day? There was, like, a subreddit for bald people. Or people that were going bald. Was that Wood? No, some people look genuinely, like, better bald. No, there's a subreddit for people that are going bald. Yeah. Yeah, they'll literally, like, send a picture. It's like, oh, well, my hair is, you know, they got, like, no hair, but they got a patch here and, like, a patch on the side. And they're like, should I do it? Should I shave it off? And apparently that subreddit is, like, full of just super nice people and super welcoming and friendly, which, honestly, is surprising for Reddit. Yeah, Beat 'em Ups said something about that in a live stream that, Emily was watching. Oh, yeah, it's the podcast, the Nintendo. Yeah, it was the one with Scott the Woz, wasn't it? Okay. No, but I mean, you could always go there. There's some people that, like, they'll pretty much have, like, a before and after picture, like, what their hair used to look like before they started balding. Some of those people genuinely look better bald. Also, that number did a double tap, so I can't count this one. Yeah, like, I don't remember how I looked with my head shaved. I do not remember. Why not? What happens if it's for a good cause, like breast cancer awareness or something? No, I'm not gonna dye my hair pink because it's gonna turn orange again. Yeah, it'll probably turn orange. Oh, crap. I hope I look like Mr. Cleaner, otherwise people might call me Caillou. No, that's just what Max Guy said. I was thinking more of, who is the, guy for the Irish Spring commercials? The bald guy who's, like, always yelling. The bald guy, I think he played the dad on Everybody Hates Chris. Yeah, Terry Crews. I don't know why. When he was talking about, I hope I look like Mr. Clean, my mind went to Terry Crews until he said Caillou, and it just caught me so off guard. Okay. How round is your head? And to be fair, if you get facial hair, honestly, that might help. I know not everyone can grow it. Like me, for example, like mine doesn't look all that good. Mine's pretty patchy. But with my genetics, to be fair, I should be grateful I could even grow this. Oh, Michaela says hi, Emily. She just said, sup. I'm only losing a little bit of hair on top. No, it's funny. All my friends are going through the same thing. They're all handling it different ways. Like my youngest friend, his receding hairline's like really bad and it's been getting worse. He's been wearing a hat. My other friend, he literally just embraced it. He's like, yeah, I'm going bald. Whatever. To be fair, the one guy that wears a hat is going to look really, like, it's going to sound weird. He would look very attractive if he was bald. Now, the other friend who's just kind of accepting it, I don't know. He's always had, like, the very long, curly hair. Like, I don't know how good he's going to look bald. But I was going to say, the buddy that wears a hat, though, he'll be just fine. I think I get it now. No, everyone handles the loss of their hair differently, is what I came to realize. That or the graying of their hair. I don't know. I feel like once my hair starts turning like gray, I think I'll be fine. If I look anything like my dad or my grandparents with it's like their hair isn't even gray. It's like a Snow White type of hair. I think I'll be okay. Oh my goodness. Dude, it feels so weird shiny hunting on Fire Red and Leaf Green again, chat. Like last time we shiny hunted on this, we were going for Deoxys. I'm 19 and I have a ton of gray hair already. No, my dad was the same way. My dad was the same way. He had a full head of gray hair by the time he was 18. To be fair, he pulled it off, apparently. He pulled it off. No, I think I might have escaped those genes. I got a lot more of my mom's side of the family in me compared to my dad's. Why not dye your hair blue? It's literally your color. No, thank you. That is the one color I do not like on people. Like, for their hair or their nails, I don't like it. Like, I'm fine with red. I'm fine with pink. I'm fine with... I don't know about green. I was gonna say, blue hair... I would say green is on the table. Yeah, I don't know. I normally would never dye my hair unless if it was like breast cancer awareness to go pink again. But it doesn't stay pink long. It just turns orange. What about purple? I don't have an issue with purple. Have you? I didn't know you had purple hair. No, maybe I just wasn't listening. What? Yeah, I was gonna say it's something about like even back in like middle school, like I never liked because the girls would always dye their hair like wonky colors all the time, and blue was just the one. It's like, no, I'm sorry, no. Pink hair is fine, hon. But if you did it like that super like obnoxious bright blue. No, but I'm saying if you were to do, like, if you did a lighter blue, that's fine. But a super obnoxious bright blue, please no. I would literally get the buzzer and I'll shave you bald. I'd rather have you bald than see you with that super obnoxious bright blue hair. I don't even think you would like that anyways, because it would draw too much attention to you. Oh, do I do charity? Back in middle school and high school, every year in October, I would dye my hair pink for breast cancer awareness. And there was a few years where I grew my hair out, and I would literally collect donation money to have people shave my head. So I've had that before. I can only imagine what I would look like if I shaved my head now with my facial hair. I don't think it would look very good with my bone structure. But yeah, no, like, in the future, like, for this channel, I would be willing to, like, shave my head or dye my hair a weird color or something if we were doing, like, charity. Something charity related. We hit, like, benchmark goals and go from there. Actually, there is something charity related, I think, coming up in April? I believe it's Safari Week. A buddy of mine, Professor Rex, actually hosts that. So we'll probably jump in and do that. I was gonna say we missed it the past few years just because my bad internet. Maybe it's your heavenly virtue, the heavenly virtue of charity, since you. Like, I'm willing to do stuff that I normally wouldn't do if it's like charity related. Like shave my head or dye my hair a weird color, stuff like. Well, I don't mind shaving my head, but like the dyeing my hair a weird color. I think there was even one time, we ended up wearing a dress or something, literally just to hit a goal for something. You are a very good-looking guy. I'm sure Emily is blessed to have you in her life. Hear that, Em? Michaela. Yeah, you remember what Carly said? Yeah, don't get defensive. You told me the other day. That's what I thought. It's actually very kind of you. I'm proud of you, Blue. I was gonna say we'll be doing Safari Week. We're gonna be helping with the fund of raisings. And then once we get a little bit bigger, we'll try to do something yearly as well. I feel like just every year, like, oh, we're getting rid of, we'll get rid of, like, all of our shinies, and people that want to donate, like, $1 could get their hands on one or something. And people that donate, like, 2 or something could get a chance at a legendary or something, I don't know. It'd be a way to kind of give back to the community while also getting money for a good cause. Yeah, that and, like, planning stuff like that, like, my ADHD brain loves just planning stuff like that. Like, it jumps all over the place. There we go, 670, we're... You know what? I thought we might get more encounters. Oh, I think I know why. We gotta sit through that beginning part. Because I'm trying to remember when we were doing, like, we literally had double the screens, and we were doing about 2,000. It was about 1,000 encounters an hour, I thought. Nope. I was gonna say, I'm definitely doing something wrong. This is not going as fast as what it used to. Oh yeah, by the way, chat, did you guys know the game's code was actually really heavily changed, by the way? So if you name yourself a bad word or name a Pokemon a bad word, it'll literally change the name to something else. They added a filter, and they have also added this weird tracking feature into the game, where it can tell where you're at in the game, how many hours you have, and what Pokemon you have, and what level it is. Also, the arbitrary code execution, or the ACE stuff that you see online for, like, what a lot of, RNG manipulations. Apparently, all those Pokemon can still be transferred into Pokemon Home, which is going to be interesting. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. No, there's a lot of these glitches, that they didn't change in these games. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how all this stuff gets transferred over. Oh, that's the box down there. Hey, thank you, Michaela. Hold up. We gotta do our count.
Thank you!
I love Beetle. Alright, I'm gonna double check this. Gotta double check for shinies all over the place. Alright, that's fine. No, I'm just trying to double check to make sure we're not getting any sort of shiny Pokemon popping in. Is light or dark blue your favorite? I actually like light blue. I personally like light blue, but if I'm wearing the blue, I think I'm more of a dark blue person. I don't know, Emily. What do you think? Do you think I look better in light blue or dark blue? I don't know. If we're talking like a darker blue, I would say maybe like a navy blue. Okay. She says navy blue, chat. Jolly, timid, rash, naughty, brave. Interesting. I'm so excited to play Gale of Darkness on Switch 2. Dude, I have not played Gale of Darkness in so long. No, I'm actually excited for Emily to try Coliseum. I'm really more of a royal blue person, so I don't know if a light or dark blue. I would say you're about right in the middle. Like, I like the look of light blue more, but I personally think I would look better in a darker blue. Also, let's do our count now. I don't know if I counted the last one either, but... Oops. I didn't see. Nothing. Yeah, so we're about 300 encounters in. So it's possible we could get like 600-ish encounters. Maybe every stream from the way everything's going. At least that's what I'm thinking. Okay, and double check this. Still nothing. Oh, there we go. The fact that we got an animate Squirtle on top of that. Like, that is not really the best nature for Squirtle. Oh, boy. What do I think of the color black? I like the color black. I feel like it's one of those things. Like I feel like anyone could look good in black. Black is one of those colors. It's so neutral. It just goes with anything. Same with white. Black colors, white colors go with everything. There's another color that's mixed in with that too, isn't it, Black and white for colors can literally go with anything. I thought there was another color in there. Was it like brown? So what am I thinking? There was another color that was mixed in there that goes with everything. Or am I wrong? Huh. I love Squirtle. He's my favorite Gen 1 starter. Mine is Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur is my favorite starter for Gen 1. That was like my go-to starter growing up as a kid. And the funny thing is, I never really went Charmander growing up. Never really went Charmander. Let's get a little more comfy here. All right, let's see what we got. We got nothing. You know what? Just for kicks and giggles. Mild, naughty, jolly, quirky, and adamant. Do you like singing? I mean, I like singing in the shower when the music's very loud and no one can hear me. If that's what you mean. Hi, how are you? Yo, Ace Gaming, how's it going?
Hello there.
Welcome on in. If you ever sing before or not, well. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's something like if it's for charity, like I'll do it. It'll be extremely horrible. No one's gonna want to hear it. Trust me. But yeah, if the music is very loud and there's no one around to hear it and I can't hear it, then I'm okay with that. Bulbasaur is your second favorite Gen 1 starter. Dude, it's one of those things, like, I'm very peculiar when it comes to my starters. Like, I didn't like any of the starters for Scarlet and Violet. I didn't like the starters for Sword and Shield. I really only liked one of the... Actually, no, I liked Rowlet too. I liked two of the starters for Alola. Unova... I really didn't like any of the starters. But X and Y, I really only liked Fennekin. I'm very peculiar with my starters. With some auto-tune, I fix it. Yeah, if it'll literally do everything for me, sure. We good? I'm enjoying these games so far. Well, hopefully you made it past Professor Oak's lab, unlike me and Michaela. I am still in the labs. I might be here for a while. Because right after Charmander, we still got Bulbasaur. We got the Squirtle, though, which is pretty good. We got that right around theoretical odds. So there's that. Also, I really should go off. That's going to drain the heck out of my battery. All right, let's see what we got here. Nothing. But, yeah, I don't know. Pokemon Day was just really weird altogether. Like, pretty much everything they showed, I was pretty happy with. And I'm happy they got through a lot of the mobile game stuff pretty quick. I love the starters for this generation, but for Generation 10. For some reason, though, it feels very Hoenn to me, like very Gen 3 is what it feels like. I don't know, does anyone kind of see that, or is it just me? Because I tried telling that to Emily too, and she doesn't exactly see it. Oops. I don't know, it's just like the design wise, it just seems Hoenn. Oh, nope. There we go. Nope, I don't want to name the Charmanders, please. Are you going to be doing a playthrough on Dream of Gale of Darkness? I might. That, or what I might do is maybe we'll make it more interesting. Maybe we'll do like a Nuzlocke version of it, and we'll do it for stream. But basically what we'll do is like cut it up more into like a Let's Play format. I forgot to count the last one. So another count there. But maybe we'll do something like that. Because like I want to do more videos. It's one of those things like we're working on a video series during stream, mind you, for the Shiny Only Nuzlocke. But I want to put up more videos than just that. I would like to do like maybe like 2 videos a week. Maybe if it's a Let's Play, maybe 3. But I don't know. It's one of those things where I need to see what I'm going to be capable of here, because I'm not exactly the fastest editor, and I also got priorities at home to do too. So there's a lot of figuring out that I got to do. But since I do have a Switch too, I'm not against playing XD Gale of Darkness. Sadly, it's one of those games I don't know as much about compared to like Coliseum. Like I know like every nook and cranny of Coliseum. XD, on the other hand, I don't know as much with, so that'll be interesting. Like I remember fighting the final boss, but that's really about it. That and the fact that you could actually get the stones in the first city. Like, you can get evolution stones over there. And the fact that Vulpix is one of the Pokemon you can catch in the game. Which we all know I'm going to have a Vulpix on my team. But I think it only shows up at, like, near the end of the game, though, which is sad. I will say the purchase of these games was worth it for me. Even though I have Game Boy versions already and the ability of putting it on the big screen. Or on TV to make it easier to read the text. I'm actually the same way, because I have my GameCubes and my Game Boy players. So, like, I have the ability to do it too. But, I don't know. It's different just having it on the Switch, I feel like. It's one of those things, like, I know I technically paid for these games again. But it's nice just having them on the Switch. Like, you don't have to worry about plugging in other devices into your TV, just trying to get it to work. So, in my opinion, that and just adding the events for this as well. And it seems like, too, we might be able to get a fix for Altering Cave later on. For those of you guys that don't know, Altering Cave is, right now, I think it's only just filled with Zubats. It was something that involved, I believe, Mystery Gift and the e-reader. It sounds like that might get fixed, because these ROMs for Fire Red Leaf Green are very heavily edited. So, like, they actually did put in some work on this. And they did add, like, your common emulator features already into the ROM itself. So, the only thing that kind of stinks is I wish they would have done something with, like, widescreen. I wish they would have done something a little bit more with that. But I am quite pleased with what we got for 20 bucks. I love that both you and I love Vulpix Blue. Dude, who doesn't love Vulpix? Who doesn't love Vulpix? Do you love Vulpix, Emily? Alolan Vulpix. I'll take it. I'll take Alolan Vulpix. Is a little bit better than Ite. Oh my goodness. No, I will say this, Pombon, though, is that's got to be tied for Alolan Vulpix for me. That's going to be the very first Pokemon I shiny hunt. I'm going to make sure that it's the very first Pokemon I shiny hunt is that dog. Dude, how could you not just look at that and, like, not have your heart just melt? You really want the Angry Bird? Yeah, I'm going with the dog. I'm going to be one of those basic people because everyone I feel like is going to choose the dog. It's actually really funny. There's been a few polls on Twitter that I've been seeing. What starter will you pick? And, like, I'll click on Pombon, right? And the Gecko has been winning in every single one of those. Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna say, I could already see that being a water fighting type, though. Just saying, that's gonna end up being a water fighting. And watch, the dog's gonna be fire fairy. I'm calling it. It's a fire doggo. I love fox, dog, and cat Pokemon. I'm the same way. Like, if I ever see a dog Pokemon, or like, mind you, a fox is literally a part of the dog family. It's kind of like a weird, lesser known thing. But like any like dog or fox type Pokemon, I will literally throw them on my team. I will throw them on my team easy. Let's see. We're doing good for what? We're almost at 400 encounters already? Yeah, so maybe about 800 encounters per stream? That's kind of what we're looking at. Yeah, it should be. Yeah, especially since, like, near the beginning of the stream, we were kind of just goofing around. Vulpix is pretty cool. Pretty cool for an ice type. No, Alolan Vulpix literally became my favorite once they first showed it off. It reminded me of my childhood dog, my Pomeranian named Zeus growing up. And literally after that, it just became my favorite. And now we got Pombon, who's literally a Pomeranian. So, yeah, that makes it fun. That makes it definitely interesting. I at least have a good reason to pick it besides for, oh, it's cute. So, yeah, when we go through and play all those games, it'll definitely be interesting. Oh my goodness. I'm very curious when they're gonna release Ruby and Sapphire. Or if they're even gonna bother releasing Emerald. Do I notice something that every time we choose our starter on here, Professor Oak faces a different direction? Yeah, at least it shows... Oh yeah, he always faces my way. Like, all of them is facing my direction. Yeah, I don't know. It's because, like, if he follows... You know what? We're actually going to test something here. Let's do a test after this encounter. Alright, I'm going to go over to the left. And then I'm going to go over to the right. Because I know that he would face us. Oh, it's as soon as I click on that. It's as soon as I click on that. As soon as I click, he turns to us to speak to us. That's honestly something I've never noticed. Hey, what happens if I... Ooh, if I go up to the Pokedexes and click on them? We're going to try that next. We'll go up to the Pokedexes and we'll try clicking on it. Let's see if he turns over that direction too. Okay. Here. What happens if we talk with him? Alright, we're gonna get ourselves synced back up. Yeah, he turns just to talk with us. With anyone before, like another live streamer, for example? Yeah, I have. I'm not gonna say names. Just because they are bigger now. But I had issues with them taking art and literally taking ideas that we've talked about and tried to say that they're all his. And it's funny because it literally became a big genre. It's like the and then we battle genre, essentially, is what's happened. So, yeah. It's one of those things where, since the name change, I doubt they'll even recognize me. But if they tried asking to do something, like if we ever got bigger, I would just say no. I'm one of those people, like, as much as I hate what happened, and I think the guy's horrible, I'm not just going to be throwing him under the bus. Like, people like him. I'm not going to give people a reason to not just enjoy his content, even though he might not be the greatest person. I don't know. It's just not worth bringing up more drama where people are going to get upset and all that good jazz. It's just not worth it, in my opinion. That, and besides, shiny hunting is more important than beefing. Right, Emily? Shiny hunting's more important than beefing? Than beefing. Anything. She'll agree with me in time. Yep. That I can understand. That's why I always try to do that. Like, I'm not afraid of getting into a middle of a conflict or getting into one, but it's one of those things, like, is it really worth it at the end of the day? And on top of that, too, just because I have issues doesn't mean that I want to start, like, a war between, like, one community and another. At that point, no one wins. Genuinely, at that point, no one's winning. I probably should have been trying to still be mash and B. No, but I will say, literally, just due to that whole thing, I have literally had trust issues with, like, so many creators. It's not even funny. It's not worth it, that's for sure. No, so, like, when it comes to, like, other creators, like, I need to know them for a while and have talked with them for a while before I could even, like, oh, yeah, this is what I'm doing. This is my idea. Like, a few content creators, you don't really see them all that much anymore, like Philly and Jonesy. Like, those were, like, two people that I was really close with. Puffin, if you guys don't know Puffin, I love that man. He is amazing. Andreas SSG, also very amazing. Just a few people off the top of my head that I could think of that are still... Well, Andreas and Puffin are still in the streaming scene, so... There's... Boostro Dab, I don't know if he's still streaming or not. I haven't seen him for a hot minute. But, yeah, I don't know. There's quite a few of those guys that I miss. I think I just need to start, jumping into, streams and stuff, like, while I'm at work and working. And try to be a part of some of these people's communities. I feel like that's what I should do, but it's so hard to try to do that with the amount of time that I have. I actually have trust issues, too. I don't really trust a lot of people that much, because I'm afraid they might... That was literally the issue that I had after that whole, issue. Like, just a small rundown of, like, the very first thing that happened. I paid, the guy's friend, who was an artist, for an art commission for a project I was working on. The guy literally gave the other streamer the art first. And then he ended up using it for a challenge that he was doing. And then by the time I got it, right, and mind you, it was like $100 that I paid for it. That I couldn't use it anymore because it was one of those things like, well, I paid for the art. The other person used it. If I use it too, it's just going to look like I'm stealing it. Yeah, so that's where it, like, literally began. So, like, a lot of, like, art and stuff, like, I don't trust other people doing it unless if it's, like, one very specific person that I know I can trust. Which, that would be, Jonesy's wife. There we go. Perfect. Blue hasn't streamed in a while. I see him, he'll post, like, TikToks and shorts every now and then. But I think he's just been very busy with work lately. I think he's just been kind of busy with work. Because I swear I saw him post up a short, like... Or, not a short, a TikTok, like, 2 weeks ago, maybe? It was something like that. I come into... I could trust... I could trust Jonesy's wife. Well, yeah, it's one of those things, like, she's an artist, and she will literally take her time. And on top of that, I know she's not going to sell my artwork back to other people. I'm busy in life now with my job. I was going to say, I feel like I could trust you. I could trust Space Ghost too. It's mainly like a lot of my issues literally just comes from like other like content creators. Just for the fact of I don't really have time to like sit down and talk with them and get to know them to kind of get a feel like, you know what, this person ain't gonna screw me over, or hey, this person blah 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 blah. There's a few people I could say off the top of my head now that are creators that I can genuinely trust. But it's one of those things where it's like, it's something that I've been trying to work on getting over. I don't know, I've just been screwed over by a lot of different creators at this point where it's like, no, I'm good. I guess I shouldn't say a lot, a few, but they were pretty big betrayals, I guess I would say. Thank you for being specific. You're welcome, Space Ghost. In the middle of making s'more poke cakes? Wait, what's a poke cake? I thought I heard the Pokemon Coliseum music behind me. Emily's scrolling through TikTok. Emily could back me up if you were... Oh no, Space Ghost. After the whole thing with the other community, with Emily's old community, I guess I should say, I know I can trust you. I just don't want to say the name of the person. Like, they're not bad or anything. It was just beef in the past that we ended up all getting over. I don't want people to think like, oh, blah, that this guy's gotta be bad. He's not. Just a lot of misunderstandings. Oh, I forgot to check Pokemon Go, by the way. Let me give that a look. We do have that, Kalos tour, I believe? Dude, we what? We got another 400 encounters, possibly? I think we got about another 400 encounters. A poke cake, as the name says. Make a normal box cake, poke holes in it, and add filling. Okay. So, it's not really so much you're adding filling. You're adding a moisture to it to make it more moist as it's cooking, right? Or do I have that wrong? Let's see. Shiny... No. I also haven't seen Meta stream in a long time. Yeah, Metamaxis. I know, I think he's been working on his Godzilla channel, I believe. I feel like a lot of, like, the people that I, grew up with when it came to just the Pokemon community, a lot of them have left. But mind you, I've been around for a while. Like, this channel is coming up in August, will be 10 years old. This channel is going to be 10 years old coming up in August. Like, we've been around for a hot while. Once the cake is baked, I'll let it cool, then pull. Okay, I think I know what you mean. I think I see what you're saying. Right, no Eevee. No Binacle. It would just be nice if, I don't know, it would literally put me where I'm supposed to be instead of some, like... It literally has me, like, in town right now. It can't register where I'm at. Yeah, I think it was, like, August 26th is the 10-year anniversary for the channel. So... yeah, we've been around a while. Make it more moist. This one is a mix of sweet condensed milk and melted fudge. I was gonna say, I don't think the fudge is gonna make it more moist, but at least it'd make it taste better. Everything tastes better when you add a little bit of chocolate to it. Like, have you ever had chocolate-covered bacon? Mmm. I should have M try chocolate-covered bacon. Something tells me she would like it. Sure, I'll just do my count now. And let's not name the Charmander, please. 80s retro synthwave. I don't think I've really listened to much synthwave. Can it really not register where I'm at? Seriously? Well, it'll get me there eventually. It seems like I'm slowly walking back to where I live. Oh, I already did my count for that. So, to be fair, I really don't listen to all that much music. Like, I like Five Finger Death Punch. I like Disturbed. Eminem is pretty good at times. I'm trying to think of Skillet I really like. 1,000 Foot Crutch is pretty good. And then, like, a lot of, like, the late 90s to early 2000s music, I really like that as well. I am, like, all over the place when it comes to music. If you couldn't tell just from me saying everything. Let's see... Nothing. We're gonna double check everything here. Launcher. Nope. 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 Alright, no shinies, chat. Had to double check everything. Yeah, I'm more of just trying to go for the shiny Diancie, but I figured I might as well check every now and then. Who knows, I might find one thing that's kind of cool. Alright, no nickname for Charmander, please. So, Space Ghost, what... Wait. Weren't you working on dieting, Space Ghost? So I'm guessing that if that's the case, the cake probably isn't fully for you. You might, you're probably gonna take a slice and give the rest to someone else? Because I know you like cooking and sometimes you give food just to other people. That's why I'm a little curious. Oh yeah, we never did get your friend that housewarming present, did we? Food is a housewarming gift? Okay. Cosmic themed style? I don't think I've really listened to much music in that variety. It's for the ladies up at the gas station where I get my energy drinks. That's nice of you, Space Ghost. Hey, it's a good way to actually be able to keep cooking while not having to eat all your own stuff. I feel like if you love cooking and you're stuck eating all your own food, that's a good way to gain quite a bit of weight. Like the galaxy itself. I would say it depends on what it is. Like, if we're talking, like, cosmic stories, like, stuff out in space, I would say normally no. It doesn't really pique my interest. But if we're talking, like, oh, like, stars, black holes, stuff like that, like, just, like, facts and stories and what we're finding out there, yeah, I like that. Like, I think they just potentially found another planet. Like, on the very edge of our galaxy, I believe. I think they just found... It's really weird, like, the fact that we just managed to find that. It would be very interesting to see, like, how long a full rotation would be of that planet. Especially just right at the edge of this, the galaxy itself. Or the solar system, I guess I should say. I've known them for a couple of years, and we have always talked about cooking and baking. Finally had the confidence to make stuff for them. Their mission is to find me a light. So you bake them sweets, and they're gonna find you a lady friend. Is that what I'm hearing? I think that's a good trade. Right, Em? She's staring at her phone, but I think she agrees. So Space Ghost has a... It sounds like they have a deal. Basically, he's making the ladies at the gas station sweets, and their mission is to find them or find him a lady friend. Why wouldn't you trust it? Emily said that girls are evil and they're probably taking advantage of the poor sweet man. And to be fair, between girls and guys, I feel like girls tend to be a lot more... Yeah, they tend to be a lot more malicious, and they put a lot more thought on, I'm gonna get back at this person compared to guys. But guys are also more willing to get more violent. Yeah, you hurt us psychologically, and I feel like that's a lot harder to deal with than, oh, you punched me in the face 5 times. You broke my nose. So what you're telling me is, I should be, careful with you. I don't want you to hurt me psychologically. I mean, if I had to choose a choice between someone hurting me physically or psychologically, I think I'd rather take physically. I mean, depending, right? Depending, you could get arrested for psychological, because that's still abuse, and if there is proof, it's just harder to get that proof. Oh my goodness, what am I gonna do with you? Oh, I didn't do the last boop either. Well, I'll do that boop too. I didn't realize that I didn't push the button for the last count. I'm getting really bad at that, chat. I'm really just getting bad at forgetting to push my button. I think that's why we need to bring the foot pedal back. We literally just need to bring the foot pedal and just plop it on the floor. Oh my goodness. We're getting a lot of encounters in though, chat. I'm happy with that. You know what I really could do? Oh, that would make it... I'm kind of tempted to... You know what? That could make it interesting, genuinely. No. I was gonna say, you know what we should do, chat? We should take, like, 2 of our switches and put them on the Bulbasaur. Wait. Hey, Em. Do you remember what Mike's profile picture was on his Switch? Okay. Mifa? Yeah. Yeah, I believe it is. Mifa's Grace? The lady or the male thing? Look it up! Yeah, I was gonna say, look it up. It's Mifa. Oh. Yeah, then I got it wrong. Okay. Okay, yeah, because I saw the Majora's Mask pop up, and I every time I see that pop in, I always think it's him. Buddy? What are you doing? You see where he just laid? Alright, I want everyone in chat to keep count where we are at. We're still going to be doing a few encounters, but my dog is begging for a belly rub. So I'm going to be down there probably for a few encounters here. gotta give a belly rub. Wait, I'm pretty sure I don't owe push-ups. Since when did I owe push-ups? It's gonna be kind of hard to actually aim my camera down there. It is, oh, excuse me, it is like so far back on my desk now, it's not even funny. And I also don't want to whip him up either. With me just, with how long I streamed yesterday, I don't want to whip him up anymore than what he already is. He's already, like, eyeing me up for playtime. I can already tell. Like, he is, like, just full-blown staring at me, chat. And now he's barfing. I want to do this as well. Yeah, where'd my stats go? Well, I went somewhere, I guess. I was trying to find where my Windows... Oh, there it is. Like how it's... There it is. Bring up my chat. All right, we're good. All right, let's keep this rolling. I'm really just hoping we can find a shiny before stream ends. Not gonna give Charmander a name. Alright, keep this rolling. Yeah, I think we're gonna try to change the layout a little bit more as well, by the way, chat. I think we're gonna make the webcam a bit smaller. And we're gonna have the shiny we just caught, and we'll have it on the other hand side of us. Charmander a nickname? Or I wonder. Instead of having that be a permanent thing, I wonder if we can make a sidebar. Like, randomly, like, maybe, like, every, like, half an hour to an hour, we could have it, like, pop up either from the side, or have it, like, pop up and stay there for a minute or two. Then we could have it, like, slide on down again. I wonder if we could do something like that. Do I have an Instagram? I do, but I really don't use it all that much. I've been trying to figure out if I should do the Instagram or if I should do more with like Twitter or X. I need to see where a lot of people... You know what? I'll do that as a poll, maybe. We'll do a poll. We'll see if more people use Instagram or if more people use Twitter. Because, like, I'm genuinely curious, because depending on which one people use more, then maybe I'll start doing a little bit more. I just don't know where to go when it comes to that. Because, like, I don't want to do more than just one platform, right? Because then it's just... It's this... You're seeing the same thing, essentially, on two different things. Nickname? Nope. I've been thinking about... I kind of want to do it... Talk with you. Yeah, because like I do have an Instagram. It's just I don't really post very much on there. And, like, with Twitter, like, I don't know. With Twitter, I'm pretty much just there for, like, any sort of, like, news, essentially. I really need to, like, lower my webcam down. I'm only seeing, like, a smidge of my shoulders. That's it. Oops, I did not mean to push that button. We'll be hitting 1,000 encounters so soon. That's good news. Like, we might genuinely find our shiny, we genuinely might find our shiny, like, by the end of the stream. I'm hoping we do. Because then we could just focus on Bulbasaur. We could just focus on Bulbasaur, then we should be done with the starters. And then we could start doing the, random little piddly grinds for cash. Because that'll be, like, the next thing. Is a lot of money, or a lot of, cash money. And then we need to get our team of 4 Meowths. We need 4 pickup Meowths on each version of this game. That way we can get the hidden power TMs, we can get the berries, because we will end up needing those berries at some point. When they do like Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. And then we also have the nuggets and rare candies we can get, which those will be useful. And then... No, like, my big thing, with a lot of these Pokemon, I want to try getting them, like, a lot of different ribbons and stuff. That's going to be, like, my big thing, is trying to get ribbons for a lot of these Pokemon. Figured it would definitely make it a lot more interesting. Make the, shiny Pokemon a little bit more special. Sadly, though, we won't be able to do, like, the, tower ribbon and stuff like that, but... Yeah, actually... Oh, Battle Frontier ribbons. Oh, boy. We're gonna have Battle Frontier to contend with. Still... I'd say it's still in the middle. 10 deal. Nope. Wait, it's Saturday, isn't it? Well, I'm happy I got you the pin when I did, Em. Sold out. Everything besides for the card sleeves and the t-shirt have sold out. So I'm happy I got you that pin. I think he's happy I got you the pins too when I did. Is that right? He did not like that. Yeah, I wouldn't be against that, Max guy. Here, can I do this? There we go. Buddy. Someone's a bit upsetty spaghetti. Yeah, I just brought up your channel on a second tab, by the way. Oops. I named one Charmander Eternal Screaming, apparently. Because it's nothing but A's again. Alright, we'll double check this. I love it. Charmander, Charmander. Ah! Charmander, Charmander. Alright, let's push this. There we go. Perfect. Who, me? Yeah, you. I brought you up on the secondary tab. Your channel, yeah. Then we can take a bit, look at it a bit later. My dog is here at Charlie's bark and he's going crazy in my front room. I'm sorry. Corgis are very well known to be vocal dogs. They will literally bark at like nothing. All right, chat. I guess I gotta go down for round 2. I'm gonna do my boop right here. Another round of belly rubs. I'm gonna do my best. We'll do this. There we go. You guys can't see me, but you guys can hear me at least. Yeah. 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 Alright, more internal screaming for Charmander, I guess. Oh boy. Nope. No shiny screaming. Yeah, sorry about that, silly Billy. My dog is a very vocal one. Very cute. The cutest little corgi bowl ever. You also need a, brush it. Someone needs a brush it. You know what I think we'll try next time, chat? I've been seeing a lot of people... Oh. Weird. There we go. I've been seeing a lot of people do a short stream while doing a vertical. Or doing a regular stream. I think we might try to do that. Mainly just to test to see if our internet can handle that. It's funny seeing him go insane. Oh, I always feel bad with Charlie doing that, but to be fair, I feel like he's been barking a lot more at the door because I actually parked my car in front of the house instead of over by, like, the garage area. And I think that bothers him. So I think I need to start parking over in my normal spot again. I think that's something I need to look at. Oh my goodness. Also, M. What do we got going on tomorrow? Can we take the Christmas tree down? Okay. Charlie agrees. No, we've left our Christmas tree up like this whole time. Literally just... Charlie, buddy, relax. I know. No, it's literally just been so cold. It's either it's been cold or icy on the weekends where we could actually take the tree down. So it's just been up like this whole time. Yeah. We might need to get the hall pass on. Do you want to be in charge of it or do you want me to? Okay, thank you, hon. Still nothing. Yeah, we'll be getting definitely a very rough estimate for every 2 hours on how many encounters we're getting. I should be able to do the math afterwards on roughly how many we're doing. Because, mind you, we would normally be doing 6 screens, not 5. But since I don't have another place to put my shiny starter... we're kind of at the mercy of 5. So, we started today's stream at 400 encounters, right? So, we have done about 650. And we have not hit the 2-hour mark yet. curious on what we're going to end up with. Because on average, if you're doing 6 screens, right, it's about 1,365 is the average that you would theoretically get your shiny. Alright, let's see. Oh, that's right. I just thought of this too, chat. Actually, you know what? Maybe we'll just do Bulbasaur, because Bulbasaur gets Sweet Scent, I believe, as well. So maybe we'll just do a starter Bulbasaur. And then we could have our team of Meowths, because then we also get... We get Stun Spore, we get Sleep Powder, we get Poison Powder as well. Yeah, actually, I think that's gonna be our best bet, chat. Like, here, I'm just gonna do my boop now. I think that's gonna be our best bet. Also, I think I know why I'm so low. Let's just scooch closer to the screen. Perfect. Perfect. So, I'm trying to come up with the shiny team, right? Meowth can learn False Swipe through breeding. So for the regular playthrough, we'll have our team of Meowths randomly picking stuff up for us. And then we're going to have to breed another full team of Meowths with pickup. Along with False Swipe. I'm double checking this. No, not Bulbapedia. I actually want Cerebi. I want Cerebi for this. Gen 3. Pirate Leaf Green. Egg moves. Oh, it actually does not. Move tutor? Nope. Okay, this is going to be interesting. I thought Meowth was able to learn False Swipe, chat. It's kind of funny seeing him go insane. But the cat no, like, that's what I want to do is the cat army. I think that's going to be our best bet. Plus, we also get Payday, too. Okay. Farfetch gets False Swipe. Okay, chat. I think I know what we're doing. I was gonna say Parasect. Egg moves. Okay. Alright, I figured out. We're gonna do the cat army. And then we are going to be doing the Parasect. It actually gets False Swipe. I saw the Squirtle and I thought we got a shiny. What other Pokemon gets Pickup? Pickup ability Pokemon. Nope. Okay, Gen 3. Because otherwise, we're going to do the Army of Meowths, and then we're going to have Parasect. Which, that should be interesting. Let's see... Yeah. Yeah, I'll take a look at that later. So it sounds like the optimal team for shiny hunting is going to be the Parasect because it gets Stud Spore, it gets Sleep Powder, but it also gets False Swipe, and it also gets Sweet Scent. So we would be able to do one standard attacking move and then False Swipe. Yeah, I think that's the route we're going. Are they all going to be shiny or just regular? For the Parasect, I'd probably just make them regular. Just for the fact of, if you have a shiny Pokemon, it has that entry. It has that entry to where the shiny sparkles come up, and that does take extra time, and that will take up time for us doing more encounters. So I would probably just make them regular. And on top of that too, because False Swipe and Sweet Scent are also bread moves as well. So I will have to wait till like post-game to breed them. At least I think it's post-game. I'll have to take a look. But I feel like that's where our army of Meowths will come in handy, with picking up a lot of those items, like the rare candies and stuff. I'll take a look more into this after stream. But I think that would be a good bet. Let's see, nothing. Yeah, because I do want pickup. And Meowth is like the best pickup Pokemon, I believe. From what I'm seeing. Otherwise, like, in Hoenn and Zigzagoon, I know the main pickup Pokemon is Meowth. And I think that's just because how early you get it. Because I'm trying to find, yeah, it's not going to give me much if I look up for it. Yeah, and I was going to say, try to find Meowths with the pickup ability too. Also, I would like Thief as well. There's a few items I would like to get through Thief. I was going to say, because some of that stuff will be useful. We're also going to need, like, stuff like leftovers and stuff as well. Because I think we can only get 2 things of leftovers per game. It's underneath the Snorlaxes when you defeat it, and you gotta use the item finder to actually be able to pick them up. That's gonna be good for, like, try to get, like, Deoxys and Lugia and Ho-Oh at Naval Rock and the other area. I don't remember what it's called. It was, like, New something Island, I thought. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of looking around for some of these things. And then we got the item grind too, or the money grind on top of it too. Which that's gonna be something interesting. But I think we are gonna focus on, like, beating the game. Actually, no. I need to take a look to see when the Lapras will disappear. The Silph Co Lapras. I don't know if I can go back to it later and get it. I don't know if I can go back to Silph Co once I beat the game and get that Lapras. Actually, I just had this thought. I may be able to... I have my old copy of Fire Red and Leaf Green. And I beat the games with those and everything. I might be able to go back and check to see if I can get those Lapras or not. Because the only other way to get Lapras in Fire Red or Leaf Green, it's a 1% encounter on Island 4 or 7, I believe. So it's a 1% chance, or it's a 1% encounter rate for it. So I'm not against doing that hunt, but I would like to get the Lapras from Silph Co first. Well, that's why I'm wondering if he needs to go, you know where. Don't worry, bud. You'll get some attention once I'm done with stream, buddy. He is such an attention seeker, chat. If all attention isn't on him. Like 15. Let's keep this rolling. Yeah, I think if we don't get the Charmander on stream, I might just record myself doing it. Because we're getting pretty close to odds. And then that way we could just focus on one starter next week. And hopefully we can get it in time before Pokopia comes out. Because like I said, once Pokopia comes out, we'll be focusing on our ZA Shiny only Nuzlocke, by the way, chat. Just do my count. There we go. We're going to be focusing on the ZA Shiny only Nuzlocke and Pokopia, and we're going to be doing them side by side with each other. Tried to do a third project in there as well, or a third stream type would make it kind of cluttered. In return for the Sword Poke Cake, I gave you a coupon for free drinks and food. Wait, is this like a family-owned gas station, or what? Because that's kind of crazy if it's a bigger store and they're offering you free, like, coupons for, like, free drinks and food. Oh, it's Sheets. Is it a family-owned branch, or what are we talking about? What are we talking about, Willis? I'm getting, like, stuff for Pokemon Sleep. Am I on Switch? I am. Each one of these screens that you see is its own Nintendo Switch. No Charmander. We did get our shiny Squirtle. It was 1,260 something. So I am happy though, the fact that we could actually play on these older games again. The thing I don't like though is the fact that we can't name ourselves swear words anymore. That's not very authentic. Like we can't just name our rival like shit or something. We can't do that. Not anymore. I think they started in Pennsylvania years ago. I've known these ladies for a couple of years. No, I need to get back. So my mom, I'm not a very good cook, right? So my mom made this recipe book of all the food that I would have when I used to live over there. And she gave me this book of easier recipes for stuff like that. I need to get back into doing that again and like actually start learning. Like I know the stuff is a little bit more on the easier end, but at the same time, I gotta start somewhere, chat. I gotta start somewhere. So, yeah, maybe I should go take a look at that book this weekend and try to come up with stuff that I would want to buy. We don't need to do any grocery shopping this week, do we, Em? Okay. No bake recipe. Well, no, it's one of those things like I wanna get a recipe that I think I'm gonna screw up on just because like I need to learn. Grocery shop, Walmart it is. Well, to be fair, there's another grocery chain around here that I would rather go to when it comes to like produce and stuff like that. But around this time of year, a lot of the stuff that I would like to buy, it tends to get bought out like really quick. Like peppers get bought like they literally wait until like they're just stocking them, and then they'll fill up their carts with like every single pepper that they just put out. It's bad. Is this on Switch or GameCube? This is on Switch. We are using a GameCube controller though. So We could add our GameCubes in here. We have 4 GameCubes available. Did not do my count. So to be fair, we could add the GameCubes in here. Yeah, we ended up getting rid of 8 of our GameCubes. You're okay, buddy. The Staples. Meat shop, Walmart being 2 minutes from my house. Produce, like cantaloupe. No, like, if you're looking for, like, produce, like, to be fair, I would rather get meat at the other place, too. But at the same time, though, like, the fruits and veggies, I feel like at Walmart, I don't know, they don't taste, like, as good as, like, the smaller chain grocery stores, or just the smaller, they got, like, these produce, stands and stuff that they'll put up, and it's, like, every, like, weekend, like, every, like, Saturday, but it's always super early in the morning. Yes, we are doing this hunt, Sir Loaf, by the way, welcome on in.
Hello there.
We are doing these hunts on the Nintendo Switch. I have been kind of debating if I want to... My multi-viewers have... They have 4 plugins for each capture card. So to be fair, we could add 2 GameCubes to make it an even 8. How many Switches do we got? I got 1 OLED, 3 regulars, 2 of them that I bought when they were broken and fixed up. I got my fiance's Splatoon Switch, and then I got my 1 Switch 2. And then we have 4 GameCubes down below that. And that was back when we were doing the Wishmaker Jirachi hunt. I saved those 4, but I had to sell the other 8. Actually, would I? Yeah, if we added the 2 GameCubes, I wouldn't be able to do those with 1 controller anymore. We're short Wavebird adapters. I was gonna say, we only got 6 Wavebird adapters. I sold a few to Professor Rex last year, I believe, when I was trying to get my computer built in a hurry, because my computer wasn't working. So I ended up having to build a new one, but computer parts, even back then, were pretty expensive. And now look at computer parts. RAM, just like 16 gigabytes of RAM, you're looking at like $500. Redonkulous. So I've been on cotton candy grape. Wait, cotton candy grapes. I think you've explained that to me before, but I don't remember what they are. Oh, they have the... Oh, isn't it just like super sweet grapes? Funny how my side of the state doesn't have Kroger. But out west there is. You know, it's really funny. I never knew what a Kroger was until I moved to Ohio. Like, I've never heard of Kroger. And I brought that up to Emily, and she was like, are you insane? You've never heard of a Kroger? It's basically like, think of it like a Walmart, but it's just groceries. Or something like that. I still never been to a Kroger. Oh, it's just a bigger, nicer Piggly Wiggly? Oh. But I love Piggly Wiggly. Oh, so... Okay, so it's just basically, like, Target, but more for the basic people. How much? Oh, it's only groceries, so there's no, like, live, laugh, love signs all over the place? I mean, like, is Kroger's pretty good? Like, do they have, like, good, like, selection and... Okay. I do like me Target. But I'm afraid if I take you there, I'm gonna have to make friends with all the other, husbands out in the parking lot. Oh, no. Larger grapes with a cotton candy sweetness, crossbred and not injected. With any I feel like almost all produce now, I feel like it's like, it's either injected with something or grown, like, really weirdly. Like, I'm not against it, like, all the time. It's just one of those things, like, sometimes, like, if I want a salad, I want, like actual, like, fresh, non-weird produce, right? You want it to be like how you remember it as a kid, because I feel like even like now, a lot of stuff is like injected, or it's a bunch of like very weird chemicals. It's a lot of weird stuff. How long did it take you to get the shiny Squirtle? Just doing my count early there. It was 1,260 something, I believe. I was gonna say, we ended up, it's 1,260. I could tell you that for sure. I don't remember what the last number was. Oh, I already did the count, that's right. So, I used Google Gemini to basically go through the count. And for 6 switches, the average, what was it? The average count for fighting a shiny Pokemon should be, it should be 1,360 something resets. It was something weird like that. But the odds of getting a shiny female Squirtle, by the way, is a 1 in 6,000, or 1 in 65,550, like 50. It was like 1 in 65,000 chance. Because of shiny female. Gosh, I can't talk. I am so sorry. My brain is like all over the place at the moment. I'm not used to this many people in stream. So the odds of a shiny, or a female shiny, right, is pretty high. But the odds of just a female starter Pokemon is a 1 in, I think it's 12.5%, I believe, for the female Squirtle. Because the starter rates for being a female are so low. So I took a look at that earlier, and it's kind of crazy, the fact that we got a shiny female starter. But then on top of that, we got the adamant nature, which is literally probably the worst nature you could get for a Squirtle. Want a fresh salad? Mow the lawn? No, the lawn isn't ready to be mowed yet. Also, and we probably should figure out when would be a good time for us to send our mower in for a checkup. Gonna say, it would be probably a good idea to... There we go. It would be a good idea to try to get that lawnmower situation figured out before it starts getting too green out there. Alright, let's double check this. So we started off stream 2 hours ago, and we were at 400 encounters. And now... yeah, we might have to finish off, because like I said, we were going to stream for 2 hours, chat. Mainly just because I wanted to run a test to see how many encounters we can get in the span of a normal stream during the week. And I still got to get ready. We have a dinner date with one of my fiance's friends tonight, so I want to try to get ready for that and give Charlie some playtime. So this is going to be our last encounter for the night. Now, we will be streaming again on Monday, so heads up, but I'm going to try to get the shiny Charmander later tonight. That way, we'll have enough time during the week. We could do Pokopia when that comes out, and then we could also make some headway on the ZA Shiny Only Hardcore Nuzlocke. So, what we did find out, we could get roughly about 800 encounters per stream. So honestly, that's pretty good in my opinion. Let's screw it. We'll do one more. Dinner date with Emily's friends. Bring something to entertain yourself. I mean, her friends are pretty entertaining. Well, her friend. I was gonna say, it's kind of like a housewarming situation. Alright, so we are gonna end off on this encounter. We are gonna be streaming on Monday, though. We'll be doing Fire Red, I think, Fire Red Leaf Green for the rest of the week, just so we can get the last shiny starter, and we could actually get going with grinding to get the rest of our team ready and get our money, because no one's going to want to see me just hugging Nugget Bridge the whole time. No one wants to see that. I'll be doing that for a few hours, definitely. But hopefully everyone's enjoyed, and I'll see everyone on Monday. Goodbye!